What's up, Sagittarius? This is Soul from Intuitive Tarot, here to look at your week ahead. Sagittarius, I hope all is well. September 29th, 2025. Note I said Sagittarius. Okay, I didn't say Scorpio. I said Sagittarius. So I do want to apologize for the error last week. And, you know, like I've been saying, I record a lot of videos. Oftentimes, sometimes I forget, you know, I make mistakes and stuff. But the one thing that you need to keep in mind is that you just need to pay attention to the thumbnail. If the thumbnail says Sagittarius, then that's your reading. All right. It matters what I say, but it doesn't really matter what I say. It's going to be your reading. Just pay attention to the thumbnail. All right. So we're going to cleanse the energy here from doing Scorpio's messages, and we're about to see what's coming up here for Sagittarius. All right. What are the messages here for Sagittarius? What's the energy here surrounding Sagittarius for this upcoming week? Oh, did I say welcome any new subscribers? I may have. See, I forget stuff. I appreciate you. And then the deck I am using will be listed in the description box. Not intentionally reading any reversal. All right, energies here for Sagittarius. All right, so we're going to start off with the first card for you. Is your own energy, Temperance. All right, so when if you're new to the channel and stuff, whenever I pull a major arcana that represents the sign that I'm reading for, it doesn't really matter what follows after that Temperance card, because the Temperance card, being that it is a card that represents your own energy, this is going to be like a very powerful, special week for some Sagittarians that I'm reading for, okay? So, but technically the Temperance card, as I read, it could be a week of you having to focus the energy or refocus the energy back onto yourself, okay? Like the Empress card that showed up here for Libra. So it may be a week that you just, redraw that energy, focus on yourself. This is technically restoring, some sort of restoration of balance and peace, all right? Could be, Mother Nature, time spent outdoors, enjoying Mother Nature and God's beauty. Usually when the drawback to yourself, the energy that is, it's usually taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself, loving yourself, knowing what your values are, what your worth is, and, how that energy is represented in what it means to other people, okay? But I feel that this could be a week for you, Sagittarius, where, and it's not to be a selfish act, and you're not to feel guilty about it. Sometimes we do that. We put a lot of energy into those people that we are close to, that we care about. And oftentimes we, through no fault of our own, we neglect our own self or our own energies. And now this might be a week for you just to, concentrate on you. Following Temperance here, now we have the Queen of Pentacles. So money is looking strong here, Sagittarius. Okay, so this could be anyone who receives a promotion, pay raise, could be a job offer, contract offer, bonus money, or it could be the boss in the workplace environment, the creditors. It could be just you having to, regard your whole entire financial situation on solid ground. Also, it could be reviewed or regarded as someone in terms of how they see you, in terms of, attributes and stuff like that. Is you're dependable, accountable, reliable, stable, always willing to help out and stuff. It doesn't always have to relate to, money lending or anything like that. Okay. Never selfish, never stingy. That would be the Queen of Pentacles. All right. So good money handlers as well. Following that, now you have the major arcana of the Sun. The Sun is here. Major arcana of the Sun is here to bless you, Sagittarius. Okay. It's the most positive, powerful card in the tarot. It's about happiness. It's about success. It's about feeling childlike, feeling energized, feeling vibrant. Yes, answer to any question that you may pose to yourself. It mirrors over here to your own energy, the Temperance card. So like I said, I feel like this is going to be an extraordinary week for some Sagittarians that I'm reading for. Also, this is my health card. So some of you could be just going through normal, health exams, checkups. this week, and all's going to be well. If you do, the doctor may order blood work, lab work, all x-rays and stuff all underneath the sun. You could be the Sagittarius that I'm reading for that lives in Florida, California, possibly maybe traveling to Florida, California in the near future. Or if it's not in those two states, it could be somewhere else warm, sunny, and welcoming. This is a card that represents happiness. Also, too, there's the sun represents healing taking place in all areas, emotional, physical, mental. It could also be blessings that you receive as well. Okay, blessings unexpectedly that come to you. All right, so that's the major arcana of the sun. Up next, now we have the the guru. The guru happens to be the Hierophant. Okay, I had to be careful and look at that. The Hierophant is the guru. All right, so you have another major arcana here in this spread, and this is sort of like protection for you all week, Sagittarius, if I may say that. Okay, feeling protected, feeling spiritually guided. This could be any forms of teaching and learning. It mirrors over here to the Queen of Pentacles. It could be a promotion, on-the-job training specifically. All right. Pay attention to any types of spiritual enlightened energies, epiphanies. That all would come out of the guru or the Hierophant. Okay. Someone could also be getting married here with the guru. All right, so following that, you have another major arcana, and this represents the Chariot. So actually, you have an additional major arcana, because I just said in Scorpio's video, they have drawn this Chariot, and I always equate that Chariot with that of this star card. So again, you have an additional major arcana. So in terms, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcanas in this spread. The Chariot is rapid energy. Usually something very positive that is moving towards you, not so much as the 3 of Wands or the 6 of Wands when I say either you're moving towards it with those two cards or, it's moving towards you. This is more or less directed towards you, okay? So there's something very positive that's about to happen or occur. With the Queen of Pentacles here, it could be any Sagittarius who may be, wanting to purchase a new vehicle. Doesn't have to be a new vehicle. Also, Sagittarians could, have to, deal with or experience car repairs, major or minor. Just don't be the Sagittarius that gets behind any source of any vehicles. Disregard the speedy limit, because you will end up with a moving violation. All right, so you get all of the star cards energy, and that would represent stargazing this week, dream journaling, any manifestations of, dreams, or not necessarily dreams, but it could be wishes may come to pass, meeting someone new. When it comes to your own psychic energies, it could be some sort of development or enhancement with that. Social media, social network, and in any forms of engagement, usually positive, okay? That would be the star card. All right, so following the Chariot, now we have the 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords here, I always read that people that you may have disconnected your energies away from, could have been family members, could have been, friends, could have been exes. Energies may be, they may not be physically around you, but, I always get a residual type of energy. So if you cut these people off, and there's always a potential of them having to return, show back up, and cause chaos and conflicting energies. Now, it may have been that, reading for a Sagittarius who may have distanced themselves from a coworker. Maybe the coworker was creating a lot of conflicting energies for you, creating a lot of stuff on the job for you that you didn't want to get yourself involved in. That could be it. Also, if it's not that you experienced this week, it could be material things that you thought you lost, misplaced, put down, forgotten about. That energy always seems to show up or resurface with the 7 of Swords. All right, following the 7 of Swords, now we have the Justice card, major arcana. Now we have another major arcana. So that's 6 major arcana, Sagittarius, in this spread. Justice will be served, things being in your favor. Lady Liberty, she holds the scale, so it's more or less like a balanced week, coupled with your own energy here in terms of restoring peace and balance. So I feel that this is going to be a very calm week for a Sagittarius. Some Sagittarians that I'm reading for. Any types of litigations will be in your favor. Always talk about workman's comp being in your favor. It may be a week that you exercise your liberty or exercise your freedom. That's what this card is all about. Someone else could be getting married too in front of the Justice of the Peace. Next card up is the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords here represents there is a situation around you that's coming to an end. Sagittarius, a new situation is about to open up. If it is not you, someone that you may know may be scheduling some sort of inpatient, outpatient surgical procedures with the Ten of Swords. It's going to be painful, but the Ten of Swords always offers relief and recovery. On top of the Chariot here, now we have the King of Pentacles. Okay, so now money is really strong here in this suit, in this spread. And so the King of Pentacles is just the same energy as I just spoke about, referring to the Queen of Pentacles. So actually that saves me some breath. But anyway, it's big money. Okay, still regarded as big money. And all the things that I said about the Queen of Pentacles is about what's happening involving the King of Pentacles. All right, so money is looking real good here for Sagittarius. Then we have the Six of Swords. Six of Swords here on top of the Seven of Swords. Level energy or stress, possibly, moving away from you. Things are clearing up, calming down, smooth sailing, smooth passages. It's a traveling card here, so some of you may be traveling again this week. If you are, you're going to be safe to and from. Usually with the Six of Swords, I get someone could be considering making some sort of move or relocation. Now, whether or not we do have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles in the spread, that relates to any purchases of any properties or any land, but I do feel that someone could be seriously considering about making some sort of move. Okay, or a relocation. Following that, on top of Justice, now we have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is paying attention to your intuition, Sagittarius, because there's many options that may be opened up to, for you this week here. So you always want to trust what you get in your gut and always go with the one that's going to resonate for you in the long term. Seven of Cups also too is part of the other set of cards that I always read, that you could already be receiving that commitment, that love, that devotion, dedication from those that are closest to you, near and dear. All right, so that is the Seven of Cups. Last card I have for you on top of the Ten of Swords is the Major Arcana, the Magician. So you have seven? Or wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got 7 major arcanas in the spread. Powerful. I just told you with the Temperance card that opened you up. Doesn't matter what followed it. It makes the reading that much stronger. And here we have the cards to support what I just said earlier. However, the Major Arcana, the Magician, I read 2 sides to that. And the first side, which is usually the positive side, is about manifesting, your desires and your wants, the changes that you want to bring towards your life or happen or occur in your life. So if you're into prayers, mantras, affirmations involving any of that energy, and you throw the energy out there to the universe or whoever your higher source of energy to whom you pray to, do that, stay in alignment with it, walk away from it, just maintain a confidence that you are going to receive what you are putting out there to the universe. It takes patience and it takes a lot of faith. All right. So on the negative end here, I read the Magician as an actual person. So, you still have to be careful, Sagittarius, around strangers. Yes, family members, friends, romantic partners, and all the stuff that I mentioned could be on a subtle level, meaning that they are into extracting, manipulating, and controlling. Okay, so be careful of that. Use your intuition here. You got the Seven of Cups to help you with that, to know when someone is trying to pull the wool over your eyes. All right, so Sagittarius, this is what I have for you this week. Just keep in mind that it's just me interpreting these messages here for you. Take what's going to work for you. Leave the rest alone. Please, you guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Have a safe, great week ahead. Always come back to get more of these messages from me, Sagittarius, and I will talk to you soon. Ciao.